Office of the Otero County Commissioners. Any public comment? None? Okay, we'll have a presentation from the...
Sure. May I talk about the agenda really quick
Excuse
though,
me,
if you
yes.
don't mind?
I'm sorry,
Yeah, we kind of tested that out. So today our agenda might flow a little differently than what we've published, just because we have a standing appointment at 3:15 with Judge McDonnell that we might have to move through. So if we get halfway through this and it becomes 3:15, then we'll stop and do that. If not, we may do departmental reports before 3:15, and we may recess until 3:15 as well. But I just wanted to be clear that we might jump around a little bit, if that's okay.
Hey, thank you, Amy, for
You
that.
bet.
Appreciate you doing that. Alrighty.
Recording in progress.
Alright, so Timothy,
And you're up.
and you're muted.
And you're, yeah.
There he is.
One second.
We can hear you now.
Yep.
Good. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Timothy Pelto, and I'm an audit partner with Hinkle & Company. And I'm here to do the 2021 audit presentation. And hopefully we'll get through this quickly so you can get to other business. Today's presentation agenda is basically we will talk about the audit process and the results thereof, as well as a required audit communication the auditors are required to give to the commissioners and management, as well as some changes that have been made to the auditor's report. The auditing standards have made some changes to make the most important parts of the auditor's report be at the front with other information at the back. And then if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them at the end. Our audit process and results consist of planning, testing, and reporting. Basically, an overview of planning involves the following. We update our understanding of the county's operations, since we have been auditing the Otero County since the 2018 audit. This update includes any changes to the county's operations and programs, as well as any changes to personnel, both those working at the county as well as any change in commissioners. We then also update our understanding of the county's controls. These include entity level controls such as the control environment, risk assessments that management may do, the types of information and communication going around the organization, as well as monitoring of controls. And then through those procedures, we identify any control features that have changed or new control features that have been implemented. And then we test some control features, especially if they've been changed, implemented, or had exceptions in the prior year. And usually our tests of control features focus around disbursements and the purchasing and payables process, as well as payroll. A little bit of our testing overview. Our testing involves substantive tests of details. These consist of balanced tests where we test a number and see if it is reasonable, as well as activity tests. We also, since the county has a single audit requirement, we are also responsible for conducting compliance tests for any major programs tested during the audit cycle. Our other form of testing is analytic tests. These are comparisons of actual results with expected ranges of results. And if actual results fall outside of the expected range, we try to get an understanding for management of what happened, and if there are adjustments required, we propose those. In our reporting overview, the opinion on the county's financial statements was unmodified. The opinion on compliance for major programs basically says that the county complied with all direct and material compliance requirements for the major programs we selected for testing. We have a required audit communication with the following topics. The first one is our auditor responsibility. Our responsibility is to obtain reasonable assurance. That means basically that the level of work that we did not detect any material misstatements, and the level of work we did says it was good enough. Our requirement is that financial statements are free of material misstatement, as well as major programs that are free of material non-compliance. Next topic is compliance with ethics regarding independence. We are required to be independent from the county in fact and appearance, and we have complied with regards to our engagement team as well as our firm as a whole. Corrected and uncorrected misstatements. There were no uncorrected adjustments. There were two corrected adjustments. Those adjustments related to beginning balances and payment activity on the E911 component unit equipment lease, and that arose because that entity is reported on full accrual. Disagreements with management. Did not have any disagreements with management. Difficulties encountered. There were no difficulties, we're happy to report. And we're happy to report that we were not aware of any consultations with other independent accountants. Now to the changes to the auditor's report. Basically, the key item on the change, if you compare 2020 with 2021, is that the 2021 report has the opinions and our basis for the opinions moved to the front page. Following the opinions and the basis for the opinions are a description of management and auditor responsibilities. It basically articulates the items that management are responsible for, as well as what we're taking responsibility for. Then there would be discussion of any non-financial statement related information. The county is required to report to required supplementary information, which includes management discussion and analysis, as well as any budgetary comparison schedules that are required. It also has some language with regards to what's done about any supplementary information attached to the report. And then we have a discussion of internal controls over compliance, since the county had a single audit. With that, I'll like to open it up to any questions that I could potentially answer for you.
Not everybody at once.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Thought you were pretty thorough.
All right.
Nope.
Thank you, Timothy.
Alrighty.
And that full audit is on the Otero County website if anybody would like to peruse that for entertainment purposes.
Alright.
Thanks, Timothy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we need a motion to approve.
Take care.
You as well.
Okay. Moving on to the consent agenda. If you'd like to read that over, and if you have any questions. Yes.
No, it's good.
It's good? Good, okay. Scare me when you did that. Oh, goodness. No questions? Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda.
And I will second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, old business. No. New business. Amy?
Would you like me just to move forward on
Would
this
you
list,
please?
if you don't mind? Okay, great. So I've got kind of a laundry list for you today. First, I would ask for approval to ratify a grant application that was submitted on September 1st to Department of Local Affairs. The grant ask was for $750,000 to match cash that the county has. And this is to fund phase 2 of the Detention Center Sheriff's Administration Office project. Phase 2 would be the construction of the Sheriff's Administration Office. We're hoping that our application is approved and we will know about the award actually right at the end of the year, and could start that project the first quarter of 23. So this is, like I said, permission to ratify that grant submission.
Do I have a motion?
I move to ratify the Department of Local Affairs grant submission for $750,000.
And I will second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Moving on, Amy.
Just keep going? Okay.
Yep.
The
Thank you.
second item of business is I'm representing the Otero County Emergency Medical Services Council. They submitted a grant application for $15,000 to fund a few different things. It looks like clinical care and mass casualty, to purchase 2 AED units. They also are needing $1,700 would be used for county ambulance inspections for the agencies in Otero. They're looking at spending money on prevention, which will be used towards COT inspections throughout the entire county. And lastly, medical direction. They do pay portions of this to the medical director fees, which are split evenly throughout the EMS councils in Otero County. So this is something that's asked for each year through RETAC, which is, oh my goodness, the Regional Emergency Trauma Advisory Council. Looked it through and think it's for a good cause, and they filled it out properly. So asking for approval of that, please.
Any questions? I have a motion.
I move to approve the Emergency Management Services Council grant for $15,000.
And I will second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, Amy, I'll let you carry on.
Okay, thank you. Never tell me to carry on. Okay, The third item of business is another grant application that we'd like approval to apply for. It's the Gray and Black Market Marijuana Enforcement Grant. What that does is provide money to the county, and we're unsure about the dollar amount because it's completed by a formula that the state comes up with the amount, but the money is used to investigate and prosecute unlicensed marijuana cultivation and distribution. So it would be nice just to have that on the side in case our sheriff or district attorney needed to utilize that money in those items. So that's number 3.
Does anybody have any questions on that matter? Do I have a motion?
I move to approve a Gray and Black Market Marijuana Enforcement Grant application.
And I will second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Great.
All righty. Amy?
Item D. This is another ratification. This one is another grant application. We've been very busy hunting grants to just kind of increase our capacity here at the county and what we can do. This one we're really excited about. It went out this morning. It's a law enforcement workforce grant application. It's a $40,000 grant with a zero match. So we really like the zero match grants. This grant, if we were awarded, would help us with recruitment, retention, and training of our law enforcement personnel.
Do you have any questions or comments on that? Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the law enforcement workforce grant application for $40,000.
And I will second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, Amy, looks like we're working on our holiday list.
We are. That doesn't mean my holiday shopping list either, because it's not the 23rd of December. But what I am presenting you today is the list that I put together for approved holidays for the staff for 2023. I do want to note that this is just for county offices, so if folks are curious about the judicial branch here at the courthouse, they do have different holidays than we do, so that can be interesting sometimes. Half the courthouse is open and the other's not. So it's pretty basic, not any changes to what we've done in the past.
Does anybody have any questions, additions they'd like to make? Okay, do I have a motion?
I move to approve the 2023 holiday list.
And I will second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, Amy, should we go on with the resolution or?
Yep, that'd be great, thank you.
Okay.
So, this one's a tough one. This resolution is declaring the vacancy of the Otero County Treasurer and Public Trustee, naming Dennis Smith as the treasurer. Mr. Smith had to have some medical procedures done and is not bouncing back as quickly as we would all like. You know, I don't know if it's well known, but he was elected to this position in 1978. So he would be finishing up his 44th year of service to Otero County, which is very significant. Folklore is that he's the longest serving treasurer in the history of Colorado. So we've been really blessed to have him and all that he's done for the county, and absolutely wish him well and want him to get well quick and fast and back to the life that he loves. So that's the introduction of the resolution. I'm going to go ahead and read it through. Once again, a resolution declaring the vacancy of the Otero County Treasurer and appointing the Otero County Treasurer and Public Trustee. Whereas the County Treasurer for Otero County, Colorado, Howard Dennis Smith, has vacated his duties as Treasurer and Public Trustee. And whereas, in accordance with CRS 30-10-705, The Deputy Treasurer, Sharon K. Jones, has been acting treasurer since May 3rd, 2022. And whereas, in accordance with the Colorado State Constitution, Section 9 of Article 14, the Otero County Board of County Commissioners has the duty to appoint an acting treasurer to finish the term of Treasurer Smith. And whereas, in accordance with CRS 3837-102 2A, the county treasurer shall act as public trustee. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the County of Otero, Colorado, that number 1, the acting treasurer, Sharon K. Jones, is hereby appointed as Otero County Treasurer until the regularly scheduled election in November 2022. Number 2, this appointment is effective the 12th day of September 2022. Number 3, Treasurer Jones shall be responsible for statutory duties of the office of Otero County Treasurer from September 12th, 2022 until such time as she vacates the office. And number 4, Treasurer Jones shall act as the public trustee in accordance with CRS 38-37-102. Adopted this day, the 12th of September.
Okay, now do we, should we move on or do we come back to that?
No, go ahead
And ask for
you
a-
can vote on that, and then
Okay.
what we'll do is come back to the oath of
Come
office
back
at
to the oath
3:15.
at 3:15, okay.
Yep.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I move to approve resolution 2022-10, a resolution declaring the vacancy of Otero County Treasurer and appointing the Otero County Treasurer and Public Trustee.
And I will second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now we'll drop down to departmental reports.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's going on in the big city, the county?
Big county?
Yeah,
We're gearing up for another election.
great.
Yeah, we certified the county ballot stuff on Friday. The state's supposed to certify today. And then we'll just zoom on into the next election.
Can't wait, huh? Good,
I'm excited.
good. Amy?
Wow, I have been working on all of this fun stuff that we talked about earlier on the agenda. The certificates of participation process to fund the jail that we spoke about 2 meetings ago, or last meeting with that resolution, is moving along really well with the closing date of September 27th. My hope is to have a small presentation that's not too boring for you on the 26th that kind of reviews that a little bit more, but all is well. We did have a Standard & Poor's rating as part of the process, and Otero County received an A+. Excited about that, and that will help with our interest rate as well, other than just getting an A+. And we are wading through preliminary budgets. We'll start budget hearings next week.
Thank you so much for all your hard work,
Well-
and I know it's been a stressful time.
It's been fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
we really do appreciate all the hard work you put into that.
Thank you.
So, and Rob?
Last week, we had our staff barbecue. That was fun Thursday. We fed everybody outside here, and it was really well attended. Most everybody in the county came, and employees came and had lunch, and it was really nice. And then Friday, John and I went to a CCI Southern District meeting in Trinidad and started talking about some of the legislative stuff that's going to come up. So, getting ready to start all of it now. Here we go.
Any previews?
None yet.
No?
I mean, we're gonna, in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna start looking at stuff. We're gonna have a meeting all day next
The
Friday,
23rd.
the 23rd. And so then we'll start talking about which ones we are interested in them keeping up with, and so it'll be good.
Not even a little tease.
Not one yet.
Not one.
Not one
Not
yet.
one.
Nothing's raised to the top.
Right, nothing yet.
Okay.
I'll keep you posted.
That's your favorite thing.
It
isn't
is.
It totally is.
Yeah.
I'm a legal nerd.
Yeah. Jolly is going.
Well, I attended the, are you
That,
finished?
that union thing they were talking about last legislature, did that get killed? Oh, it's still there?
No, it passed.
It passed. Yes. Yes.
Adding a few new stuff this week.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That it, Rob?
That's it.
Well, I also attended the barbecue, which was very successful, I thought. Also, went to the CSU Extension
Field day.
Field Day, and that was very interesting. It's amazing what all they do up there. And it was, I had a good meal, and it was a good time. That meeting we had in Trinidad last week was pretty interesting too. So that took up most of my time.
I think I'd like to say, if you ever get a chance to go out to the CSU Extension office and see what they do, you should take that opportunity, because it's just amazing all of the things that they do out there. Just driving by, you don't realize all that they do for all of us in southeastern Colorado. I mean, the farmers, I'm glad so many of them take advantage of it. I've been working out there since I was young, and it just amazes me every time I go out there, everything that they do. So if you get a chance, go listen to what they do.
And the move from the old building and this new one has just changed.
Oh,
Changed
it's
everything.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, does anybody else have anything they'd like to add?
I do have one question.
Sure.
Back to gray and black market marijuana. I know black market, what's gray market? Is that borderline?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
the answer is yes.
Okay, so it's an iffy thing which needs to be
Right,
checked into.
right.
Okay, got it.
And I think it's because it's in the investigation phase is why it would be gray.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. I kind of thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now, it's all our favorite time. We go into recess
Yeah.
and come back at 3:15.
3:15, same room.
Same room for
There's a judicial conference going on, so Judge McDonald was kind enough to zoom in. So this will be an interesting thing, but we'll do that at 3:15.
So we're doing recess.